So anyway, then the next day we were in Louisville. And I wanted to read this because this is going to. Dave Hebner was the agent for the box office. If Jack handled the locker room and the finishes and the matches, Dave handled the box office and the publicity. If there was meet and greets, somebody there from the TV station that was important in town, whatever, right? And they worked these agents to death because they didn't just have to do meet and greets at the building. These agents are on the road every night, and the office in Stamford is organizing personal appearances, publicity deals on location in these various towns, and they've got to go with the talent to do that also, right? So Dave Hebner does the Louisville February 1st, 1998 box office or agent report. And he talks about they did meet and greets for one of the lawyer. Ed Kaufman is a lawyer in Stamford. His brother was here in Louisville. I remember meeting him. He says, also, I had a meet and greet today for Shamrock in Louisville. I got a sheet saying the cancellations. Then I got a sheet saying the ones that were going on. I never got a sheet telling me that this thing was canceled. I got up early this morning at 8 a.m. and left to go to Louisville from Cincinnati. And Shamrock, I knew he wasn't going to make it. After the Cincinnati show last night, I went back over to his hotel at 1 a.m. this morning because I forgot to tell him at the matches, and I wanted to remind him. I can't do everything for these guys. So knowing that he's missed them before, I got up out of bed at 1 o'clock last night, got dressed, went over to the hotel to find out where he was staying, tried to call to talk to him, but he had checked out of his room and went to some friend's house who had turned out to be Kim Wood from the Bengals, who was Pillman's friend. So I talked to Road Dogg, and they didn't have any information on where he was at or the number. So I went back to the hotel. I called the Headbangers. Got them up at 8 a.m. this morning, showered, shaved, and we left to go to Louisville and make that personal appearance from noon to 1. We get to the building at 11 a.m., sat there and waited until afternoon. The limo never showed up. I called Jill and paged. She tried to call me back. I called Tracy. She didn't call me back. I called Tracy. She called me back. These are secretaries. And the personal appearance had been canceled. Jill said she told me it had been canceled 2 days ago. I was home on Thursday. I was home on Friday before I left. I could have been paged at home. Nobody told me anything. You know, when I'm at home, my beeper stays on 24 hours a day, whether I'm working or not working. See, there's no cell phones. You had to beep people, and they had to go to a phone somewhere and call you back, right? When they need something, they could always call me to tell me to do this, tell me to do that. And it was just a shame with all that traveling down to Huntington, West Virginia, 200 miles down, 200 miles back, a double shot Saturday. I'm not complaining. I'd like to get a little rest before TV. It's nice, you know. I just thought we'd get a call to say it was canceled, but nothing. So we got to the building at 11 a.m. Like I said, the limo didn't show up, so we just stayed at the building from 11 a.m. until the time we left tonight. It just didn't set me off too good, I can tell you that.
Wow.
This kind of shit was all the time, but the show in Louisville sold 5,772 tickets for $105,260. That was pretty much considered I'm sorry, wait. With the comps, it was 6,185 people. That is a complete slap dab sellout of the Louisville Gardens.